So for a change, we managed to get up and on the road bright and early. We had to get out of Mazatlan and head north to Mazatlan in order to make our ferry. We rode for about an hour and 15 minutes before pulling into the Pueblo Mágico of El Rosario. This was an awesome stop that we found on the way down. Figured it'd be a good spot to stop, get some provisions, have some food, before making the final push to Mazatlan to catch the ferry in plenty of time. Check this out. We just rolled into Rosario. We came to the main church. And who pulls up in the red like Chevy pickup? Well, Dwight James. ¿Cómo estamos? Look at this guy. We met him on the way down.
Hola,
Taqueria guy from Iowa. ¿Cómo estamos?
Bien.
Iowa? His grandpa, su abuelo is de
Sí, Iowa.
Iowa. This guy plays all sorts of, he does a classic rock cover band. But his taco shop is closed, but maybe podemos ir junto a la otra taquería, rapidísimo. ¿Qué recomiendas?
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Podemos? ¿Tiene tiempo o qué?
Sí, claro.
Vámonos.
Sure.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Necesitamos tacos y tonicol. Los dos. ¿Cómo está? ¿Todo bien?
Sí, mucha agua.
Sí. Pues muy diferente. Pues,
Ahí estaba comprando la verdura.
muy bien.
Los tacos.
Bien.
Y vi la moto.
Worked out pretty nice in El Rosario. Was very fortunate to run into Dwight James. Unfortunately, like we said in the video earlier, his taqueria was closed. He does tacos only for nighttime. But we asked him where we should go for good birria and tacos dorados. Tacos dorados are a nice crispy taco that are commonly served with birria. Birria, for those of you that already know, sorry in advance, but it's a popular kind of breakfast soup full of stewed beef, rich with flavors. Anyhow, so he escorted us to a favorite birria spot that he likes, had an awesome meal, and he actually escorted us in a little mini tour through El Rosario and then put us on the highway towards Mazatlan. So we hammered through downtown Mazatlan, cutting straight to the ferry landing. This should look familiar for those of you that watch the other videos. There's the famous rock from the Pacifico logo. This is us entering the ship. You'll notice the ship was significantly emptier this time, which made loading even easier. The first time we kind of struggled with it. This time we were much better prepared. I think combined we had about 20 minutes into getting the bikes tied down. Much smoother sailing this time around. From the top of the deck down into the bunks we go.
What's going on down there?
Benadryl! You need Benadryl to do that shit!
Sorry, don't get me started talking about Benadryl.
Oh, now we got this buck out. Look at this guy.
Don't get me started about Benadryl.
What happened?
Knock a fool out.
I was singing this song in my house all day yesterday.
All day? That's pretty good.
What, this song?
There's Pussy in the Sky?
No, Lucy.
Today I was singing for about an hour. That song on a mad loop was China Girl from David Bowie.
You gotta get the bottle.
I don't need no
Sing
more
some.
iPod.
I want to hear some singing.
What about a bottle of Tony Cole?
I can't help myself with my little China girl.
Oh, it's coming up after the
Oh, is it
class.
coming?
Yeah, it's coming.
How do you know that?
I can't
You want to sing it?
with
That's
That's pretty all day long.
It's Guadalajara.
What do you have to say? I just gotta say it's time for a booze cruise, and we're gonna eat here in a minute here too, because some of the food is gonna be good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So let's get some food, let's get a little mac on, and then we're gonna just drink some more Tony Cabo for Lalo
This is quite a scene right here.
Wow.
This is the mess hall on the boat. This is Baja Ferries. Eric Dutra.
Yes, sir.
We're rolling from Mazatlan back to La Paz. This is leg 3. It's Friday night. We've got our friend here that sat down with us, Juan. Juan de Cuba. He's Cubano.
Saludos para los amigos.
That's rare. Not too many people in the United States can say they hung out with the Cougar. That's for real. At least in California. Now, the rare guy speaks several languages. Hey, Dutra were rapping in Portuguese. The guy lived in Angola, which is like the Portuguese colony in Africa. Food was actually quite good tonight. We had like a chile colorado, some sort of rice and beans, some sort of a steak dish.
I asked for all 3 of them. They give them a little profina. It's good. You get a little surf and turf, and some more turf.
Yeah, but this place is a proper mess hall. It's like you kind of start back there and they cycle people through. And there's a line at the start of this place when it comes like feeding time. When you finish, there's a guy here making you move. We came in late, so we're able to kind of hang out for a while. But Friday night, we wake up in the morning, we'll be that much closer to La Paz. Signing off. Adios. Viva Ricky Ricardo. Friday night, we arrived at the Embarcadero, the port in Mazatlan without issue. Posted up pretty nicely at a cool restaurant. Shuffled around some luggage. Smuggled on some beers, which are highly forbidden actually. Amongst some other stuff. Had a nice ferry ride. Boat's been rocking. It's about midnight right now, right, Gabe?
Oh, I wouldn't even know.
Something like that.
Don't know.
It's late. We're the last people out here. You can kind of see. All night long, though, there's just been this unbelievable lightning storm that's been popping off all along the coast. It's actually been going off on the back side of the ship here too. Not quite as like pronounced as off to the starboard side. Not sure. How's the trip been, Gabe?
It's been fantastic. It's been great. It's been absolutely great.
Nice. What's been a highlight?
I mean, everything's been phenomenal. Even tonight, is you come on the boat, you think you're just gonna cross. It's been 18 long, lonely hours, just in your bunker. You just come out, you get to enjoy this. The weather's perfect. We snuck, like Stevie said, we snuck some beers on here. We're having a great time. A couple tunes, a couple beers, your friends. You get to enjoy something like this. Great. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well said. I don't know, can't say it any better than that. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know this isn't the best time of year to travel this part of Mexico, but all things considered, things have been good. We've hit some rain, hit some super heavy rain. Look at that.
There you go.
Unbelievable. And of course, we keep this all the time. All right, so we're gonna sign off. Not goodbye, but see you later. We'll check in once we're getting the bikes off this boat in La Paz. Should be around 11 or 12 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good night, everybody. This is inside our cabin this go around. A little bit nicer for some reason. I don't know why. Metal bunks instead of wood bunks. They go up and down. Nice window. You can see we're getting close, actually. We're getting very, very close. Surprised I haven't actually kicked this out of the room yet. Applying sunscreen.
That's right.
Boo just got some new skin. He's gonna take care of it this time.
Rapita.
Oh.
Portuguese. Oh, he's got the hat.
Encuentro Nacional de los Mexicanos.
So we'll be getting off the ferry here shortly. It's around 11 or so, Saturday morning. I think the plan is to develop a plan. We might leave the bikes with the guy in La Paz. We might leave the bikes in Cabo. Flights out of Cabo. So we've got various options. We just need to decide on exactly what we want to do. So I don't know. We'll check in later. But I think from here, get the bikes off, see about getting the deposit back, and then probably do straight to the beach.
Yeah.
Balandra. That's you've heard of that beach, V? Balandra?
Uh-uh.
That's like the famous one that has the mushroom and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Mushroom
we were talking
rock.
about that
The
yesterday.
blue ones?
All right, so we're at the Playa de Balandra, which is one of the more famous beaches in La Paz. The ferry dropped us off that direction. La Paz is also that direction. Another 3 kilometers this way is another beach called like Playa Tecolote. You can't see it from here, but that's where all the lanchas, all the boats go to get over to Las Islas de San Espiritu, the spot where it's kind of
Espiritu
like
Santo.
exactly. The struggle with that one. But that's where there's like kind of a marine sanctuary. There's all sorts of marine wildlife. There are whale sharks there in the right season. Hey, check this guy out, dude. Yes. Ice cream in the water.
That's his business.
¿Qué traes? ¿Cuáles sabores?
Bolis, de limón, vainilla, coca, tamarindo, chicle,
Chicle.
chamoy. Sí.
Oh, chamoy, boo.
Oh, yeah, you want some
Traigo esquimales.
Esquimales, ¿qué son esquimales? Ah, muy bien.
Whatever.
No sé qué es. ¿Qué trae?
Let's get one, eh?
Eskimo pie?
Vainilla.
¿Cómo, qué hacemos?
With your teeth, I can do it. Yeah.
Simple.
No
Muy bien.
problem.
Soy puto.
Can we get another one?
Tamarindo. Tamarindo.
We left Playa de Balandra and headed over to Playa de Tecolote, which is on the opposite side of the point. It's really only a kilometer drive. From here, we found that they were renting jet skis, and of course, Dutra, Capitan Bananas, had to get his groove on. So he rented it for half an hour, took all of us out on a ride. This is us with the little selfie stick and the Sony action cam. Just look at that fantastic water, perfect temperature, awesome weather. That island off to the left is the Isla de Esperuto, which is where that marine park is. So actually all the launches that take you on day trips launch from there, that beach, Tecolote.
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty remarkable experience to be able to do something like this, have a trip like this with fantastic people, to have met fantastic people along the way. I mean, not only the people with Vespas in Mexico, just Mexican people in general, the way they interact with everybody, the way they interact with each other, they interact with us, vastly different than the stuff we experience, especially in Southern California. Pretty special, amazing experience, fantastic scenery, everything's reasonably priced, and it's crazy to be able to do it on something that, you know, the chariot or the steel horse that makes it all possible is the Vespa.
With the high performance wheelbarrow tire.
Oh
Right.
yeah, high
People would
performance
say.
wheelbarrow.
I mean, it's like, you know, people don't do this on big bikes, you know, and it's like we're doing it on these small little Italian scooters that are made for urban transportation without problems, so. Something cool about it. I don't know what else we can kind of really say. Dutra, ¿qué pasó? Look at the Capitan Bananas, dude.
You don't need no stinking motos.
Viva
Solo
la
scooters,
Vespa.
way. Solo scooters.
Motorcycles are
Scooters, motorcycles are for ways.
We made a point to get out of the warm waters of Tecolote Beach and head back towards La Paz on a 20-kilometer drive that basically heads more or less north, I would say, as the sun was going down. There's something quintessential and perfect for all of us that have ridden before. There's something to be said about the time of day, the angle of the sun on the horizon, the weather. Everything about this particular ride was just absolutely perfect. Not only were we just having a good time, euphoric day at the beach, but just fantastic to be on the bikes. Still feeling very fortunate to have been able to do such a trip with such a great group of people on such fantastic machines as the Vespas. Eric Dutra pretty much sums it all up right there. Viva la Vespa. Adios La Paz. This is our last day in Baja Sur, last day of the trip. This is departing La Paz, heading towards Cabo San Lucas. It's about 100 kilometers, a good hour and a half or thereabouts. The road is fantastic between the two. There's actually two roads. This is actually the road they call the faster road. So this actually hugs the west coast. It's inland for a while. For the first half, you get to a little town called Todos Santos. And after Todos Santos, you kind of hug the coast the rest of the way. This is post Todos Santos. You're going to see our first glimpse of the mighty Pacific Ocean and the famous blue waters that make Cabo San Lucas absolutely famous and a destination to die for. The last half of the ride from Todos Santos to Los Cabos looks just like this. The beautiful deep blue waters of the Pacific are on the west, mountains and desert on the left. As we were driving into Cabo, we were actually chasing some pretty hellacious rainstorms. It doesn't rain in Cabo very often, but when it does and a big storm hits, you can feel it. The city, the town, the streets don't really know what to do, how to react to all the water. You can see a main thoroughfare. This is the Los Corredores, the thing that connects Cabo San Lucas and San Jose de los Cabos. This is the frontage road that's normally like cement. It's completely washed out with sand, water. We've been in Cabo at this point for a good 2 hours and hadn't seen a drop of rain. This is just residual water that's built up from the morning. We're actually now headed to a good friend and customer's house, Sergio. He lives up this road. This whole stretch is just called the Rio, because believe it or not, this actually is just a riverbed that doubles as a road. So it's kind of a little dicey getting up there. It's pretty sandy. And on a day like today, after they'd gotten just a deluge of water, the sand was still really porous. You can see Gabe didn't quite make it. If you don't have the experience on the sand, don't know what to do, it's not too uncommon that you'll have a low speed kind of topple over. So that was Gabe's. He made it the rest of the way safe and sound. So now we're entering into the elongated driveway of our good buddy Sergio. Ironic story about this location, I guess, is coming full circle, at least for my bike. My bike, as we stated in the build videos, landed at the shop in my lap as a result of the hurricane that ravaged through Cabo San Lucas 2 years ago. Those newly constructed poles, the 3 of them you see in the center of the shot, are the replacement poles to the palapa that fell down and crushed Sergio's bike that wound up becoming the donor portion of my bike for this trip. So coming full circle, the bikes were parked here under inexpensive covers we bought from Costco. Until the next episode, until we go back to retrieve them and continue on the Vespa journey of a lifetime for all of us. So viva Vespa, viva Baja Sur.